Hi, my name's Colin. I'm part of the Bravehearts 777 National Runner Team, and today we're at LSKD to do Burpees for Bravehearts. So a little bit of inspiration behind this was my good friend Jilly challenged me to do some burpees, and I thought to myself, what better way to raise awareness in the CrossFit community and the functional fitness space than do Burpees for Bravehearts. So today LSKD have kindly let us use their space to raise awareness. We're going to be performing a whole heck of burpees, and we're going to be taking this on tour, so you're definitely not going to see the last of this.
I look like Cousin It with my head up.
Up, forward, down, up, 5, 2 to go, down, up, 6, more down to your high.
Go. Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
So tell me about the head game.
Yeah.
What gets you through that? That's the question.
Oh.
How do you do that?
Well, we got a message halfway through from Maddie, Jilly's husband, saying, you know, when the going gets tough.
He's part of the 777.
Yeah. So he's our doctor. So Colin and Jilly, when the going gets tough, remember there is a kid somewhere doing it tougher who you are going to help. Go, you legends. So,
You're a legend.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Bravehearts! And give yourselves a huge clap.
He's an all in or not at all kind of guy. So, and that's actually rubbed off on the kids, which is really, really good.
All right, where are we going today, Dad?
So this morning heading up to Brisbane, we're going to go and catch up with Colin Noble. Cole's one of the 777 national runners, and we're going to have a chat with Cole about his involvement. What does 777 mean to him? Why he's involved? And this morning he's doing Burpees for Bravehearts, which we'll find out more about when we get there. As part of his fundraising efforts. So yeah, heading up to Brisbane this morning, just on our way to pick up Brian now, and yeah, let's see what the day holds.
He's my son from another mother.
Hello.
All right. Good to see you, Tim. Good.
So we're here at CrossFit Brendale. So Chris has allowed us to come down and get in front of his community in the lead up to 777 and Bravehearts this year.
Okay, so today we've got Colin Noble with us today. Cole last year participated in Bravehearts 777, and you've come back for a second year, Cole.
Yeah.
So welcome, and I look forward to you. You were actually my second son last year because I needed someone to run with me, and you gave me that strength and encouragement along the way for the whole 7 days. So explain to us why you're coming back.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me back. You can't really put it into words. I guess once you've been a part of not just the week but the months leading up to it, understanding the work that Bravehearts do, kind of seeing that on a bigger scale, and I guess the 777 part, the 7 marathons in 7 states in 7 days is the wow factor that kind of shock people, and then when you tell them why you're doing it, so many people have heard of Bravehearts, you know, have had a Bravehearts fundraiser through their school or their daycare, and then once they hear that, you know, they want to support you 9 times out of 10. So yeah, and when I got asked to come back, it's pretty hard to say no. So.
And what's it mean to you, Cole, with the Bravehearts, with family and
Oh look, the Bravehearts family, like the connections that I've made through the people involved with Bravehearts 777 and Bravehearts the organisation is phenomenal. You know, friends for life. You know, even if you only do it once. But having a wife and 3 young kids,
that's right,
you know, it's something that I've been fortunate enough to never have to need Bravehearts firsthand, but it's something that I feel strongly about, that if somebody, whether I know them or not, needs that support, I want to do as much as I can to help them have that opportunity to speak to somebody like Braveheart.
And your children are young. So
Yeah.
How old is it?
So Henry's 4 tomorrow, Poppy's 7 next week, and then Lennon's 18 months old. So
A little bit young to understand what it's about.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're at the age.
Oh, 100%.
That, as we both know,
Yeah.
it is so critical and horrific. Where I mentioned earlier to Paul, 51% of the children that are abused are under the age of 8.
Yeah.
So as a father, it's important to have that protection.
I think what's really been fulfilling for me is Poppy going around her school telling her teachers and her classmates that her dad works for Bravehearts. Not quite the same, but kind of, I guess. But when they've had Bravehearts training days, my daddy works for Bravehearts, and then the teachers coming to me and the principals coming to me and having that connection as well there. So
And that's what's important about this whole event, the 7. It's not the 7 days, the seven events as such. It's the lead up, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months of lead up, and spreading that awareness. You've got your children spreading the awareness, which is fantastic, and that's good stuff. And how are you going with the raising the funds?
yeah, it's been a bit more difficult this year than last year. But you just got to keep knocking on that door. Some of the sponsors that I had last year, unfortunately, haven't been able to come back this year. But what that's done is it's opened a door to me to get into more communities and networks of people. Not, of course, we need to see the money in the bank at the end of the time, but it's the outreach and the people that we're getting that
We do,
message out to
but
as well.
I think as you speak to one person, that one person knows 100 more people that you don't even know, and that just grows and grows and grows.
Yeah.
And I think the more no's as such, we'll get yeses, but it's the money raising part of it becomes a byproduct of the whole scenario, and it will fall into place.
Yeah.
The important thing is getting that awareness out there and spreading, like you said, with Poppy and Henry, they're spreading the awareness for it. It's beautiful. It's just through the schools, through the school teachers and everything else. So it's great.
Yeah, no.
And how's your training going with?
Well, same again. Training this year has been a little bit slower than last year as well. So we started our own business in the middle of last year, just after 777. So we've had a real big focus on building the business. Me supporting Jess with the kids now that Lennon's a little bit older and needs more help with him. So I've just been getting out there and getting some stuff done when I can, rather than being as stringent as what I did last year. But having lived that week last week, and I understand what's ahead of me, and the support network as well that's there during that week.
Well, I've spoken through some of the interviews I've done with Paul. It's not about getting the kilometres in. It's just purely just getting out there and getting the time in. I think you were very big on that last year, where you actually went out and just kept on. You were walking. There were times when you did lots of walking, and you ran, you walked, you ran, you walked. But at the end of the day, the byproduct is the kilometres come anyway.
Time on feet.
It's time on feet, 100%.
Time on feet,
And today, crazy today.
So today, we're here at CrossFit Brendale, wonderful facility. So Chris Day, he owns CrossFit Brendale and CrossFit Might up here in North Brizzy, and he's allowed us to come down and speak to his community about the work that Bravehearts do, but also get some burpees in as well. So 777 burpees, or a variant thereof. Raise some awareness, hopefully donate a bit of money. There's a couple of raffles going as well, so hopefully we kind of get involved a bit. So.
Excellent.
Massive thanks to LSKD just for being on board with not just me but Bravehearts and some of the other runners as well. I know their local stores has helped them out with some discounted items and a bit of sponsorship. So they're a big part of the running community, so get around them.
All
Alright, so morning, welcome to CrossFit Brendale for those of you that haven't been there. Thanks for turning out to support the charity event today. Alright, it's important, obviously CrossFit runs on community, and this is a community driven event in order to support Colin, his 777 and his fundraising for the foundation. I'm just going to hand over to Cole, he's going to have a quick chat.
Coaching you again, but welcome. So thank you very much. So Bravehearts is a very, very, very rewarding experience to do the 777 marathon, and they're an organisation that are desperate for our help to keep them doing what they do. So for those that don't know, they are an organisation dedicated to the prevention and treatment of child sex abuse. So it's a pretty serious thing. It's something that affects 1 in 4 Australians, and 51% of those who have been the victim of child sex abuse are under the age of 8. So some pretty harrowing stats. So please have a look. There's a few posters and flyers getting around with my face on. It's got a little bit of a spiel. There's a few QR codes, but yeah, look, not to dampen the mood, so let's get into a bit of fun and a bit of fitness, but we just really need to make sure that we're having those conversations and we know how to reach out to organisations like Bravehearts when we do come into situations like that. So today, who loves a burpee? Yeah. Yeah? Throw yourself on the floor, stand up and clap your hands above your head if you like burpees. So the intent of today, so 777 burpees. It's a lot of burpees. I have done this as part of a team with 2 people, and it took us just shy of an hour. And my hip flexors screamed for a week. Now, I'm not the fittest as what I used to be, but...
We're negotiating.
Love it.
Right, how's everyone travelling, Cole?
Yeah, really well. There's some different strategies going on. Some are doing 5, some are doing it like a waterfall, so 1, 1, 1, 1. Some are doing 10s. Like that, 8 straight off the kids player, doesn't count towards your macros.
Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're finished.
Woo! How'd that go?
Really good.
Yeah, the hip flexors are singing. Come on. Yeah, good job.
Cole, today was a big effort. You've had, I look like over 30 people here today, and raising some, more importantly, raising some awareness for Bravehearts as well as some funds for donating to the cause. How do you think it went today?
Oh, yeah, phenomenal. You know, like money aside, it's a byproduct. It's a side benefit, I guess. But getting around and doing some burpees with a lot of people, and tried to do at least one burpee with every single person in here.
And having that conversation.
Having that conversation, yeah. Like some of the conversations that I had, some of the personal conversations, yeah, really drove some positive outcomes. So,
and that's the whole benefit of the whole thing. You're spot on. The running side becomes a byproduct.
Yeah.
It's spreading that awareness, and you tell one person, that one person knows another 100 people, and so forth and so forth. So, yeah, today was great. You've raised some more funds, more awareness, and well done, Sam.
No, thank you. Thanks for coming.
So I've got Jess here. Jess is Cole's beautiful wife. This is he's on this crazy adventure, and that's a big impact as a family. What's Bravehearts mean to you guys as a family now?
So it's not what it means to the family, it's part of the family. So it's a really big change. Once he signs up, it's like we've just got to rearrange our whole life for sort of 7 to 8 months around training, and he also works away, which is hard on the family as well. But he's an all-in or not at all kind of guy, so, and that's actually rubbed off on the kids, which is really, really good. They're right into their running and even a little bit of CrossFit as well, so it definitely shows, and we love cheering him on and supporting him. The kids love seeing him come round, and we wave. No, it's really good. We're really, really proud of him.
That's so good. Thank you.
No worries.
So I know the donations are so important, Cole. How do people get behind you? How can someone back you doing what you're doing to help other people?
Probably Facebook and Instagram. I've got all the links on my Instagram, so at Cole_tries_hard. So if you go into my Instagram, my stories, you'll see it all there. That'll give you a good conduit to donate. If not, just Google Bravehearts. See what work they do. Spread the message. If you're already looking at donating, then you're already halfway there. So tell somebody else and have that conversation and raise that awareness.
Jesus, I thought Brian was hard to keep up with.
Oh, it's just in front.
Just trying to get back for, the Canberra start time.
So you can do it again.
Yeah! Not today.